is there a musical solution?
To what?
To anything. Anything outside of music.
Well, if you're talking about the world's problems, or to the earth changes, there isn't. There isn't. In fact, we can see that what we're seeing are musical changes, but we don't hear them. The earth changes are musical changes, but we don't hear them. We're not able to hear it. Maybe it would kill us to hear it, or maybe not. We're designed to be able to feel change. But we are not all designed to be able to hear the feeling of change in a manner of speaking from a composer's viewpoint. Or from an angelic viewpoint, which is even more important now, because we're talking about the component really out of the body. In other words, like a dream component, like the imagination, it's its whole reality. In the realm of imagination, everything that we can see is music. It's musical, we can hear it. I remember when I was very young and fasting like a maniac, seemed to strip my body down, get away from body consciousness. I would have dreams of going back in time to different places and different time periods in history, but it wasn't like visual, it was sonic. I could tell where I was by the sound. I said, wow, I know where this is. And yet in my conscious mind I said, I didn't know it sounded like that. And it's also future, right? And space. Not just relative to the evolution of the planet, particularly, but the evolution of other planets and other beings. We're all part of that. When do we know that? When does one's music cross that border into the music of the so-called intergalactic sounds? And not only sounds, because anybody can mesh sounds together and say this is intergalactic. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. But the mind, the intergalactic mind, is what we need to become more attuned to, the mind of the intergalactic. Transgalactic mind.
So, is vibration always a component of sound?
No vibration, no sound. Sound is a manifestation of vibration. So they're the same thing. In fact, they're almost synonymous. Sound, vibration. Vibration is sound. It doesn't mean you can hear what you feel is a vibration. So, could you hear it? Yeah, you could possibly hear it. Yeah. Is it hearable? Of course it is. That's what I was just saying. In the mind and imagination, everything is sonic. Sound. Sound stream. Continuous sound stream. Yeah.
And so does real silence have any vibrations to it?
Real silence? Good question. It's all sound. Real silence is all sound and no sound. It's full sound.
So then is it all vibrations and no vibrations also?
They are just all vibrations equal no vibrations. All vibrations, no vibrations. That's not the physical fact. This is somewhat of a realization. So you have all beings, no being. All minds, no mind. All hearts, no heart, or one heart. I mean, there are people who are agreeable to the one. So we're talking about the one, which is no. No. The only one is no one, in particular. So if it's going to be the total, it has to be the no one, in particular. See everyone. with no one in particular.
And is it true that then that all sounds are no sound in particular?
Could be. That's when you get to the level of all sounds, which is not comprehensible, which is just talk. Not the real experience of it. We can talk about train, but to be in that mode of playing in a certain manner, speaking manifests like that, it's very different. It's not about thinking about it or talking about it. It's being done in by what it is, then you have a better idea. Yeah, so you have to be done in by what it is to know what it is for sure. It's like saying it's nothing. It's everything, nothing. But most upholds everything in no. The all and nothing. Polarity. Very important polarity.
So does the vibration of the earth, which is known as the Schumann resonance, does that vibration create our vibrations or influence our vibrations?
Oh, obviously, whatever it is, we are it. We're vibrating from its vibration. How could it be? You're not other than what it is. You're feeding from what it is, so you're obviously part of what it is. And it depends upon what it is. You're living from what it is. You're living as what it is, therefore. And so you're also playing as what it is in your case. See? I may be playing what it is in my case, whatever my case would be. Its case.
And yet it's not a fixed vibratory rate, it's changing. So what?
Well, it could be at a certain level, but then it depends on what that means. Saying to whom? It's like a pitch. You can hear a certain pitch, but then, depending on who's listening to it, they may not hear that pitch. See? Not because they're ignorant of the pitch, but because that pitch then is not what it appears to be. See? To get to what it is, then is a whole other thing. And it's beyond the sound of what it is. Because then it goes to the light of what it is, and that's maybe something completely different from what anybody else perceives it as.
And so can we draw any conclusions from an acceleration or deacceleration of vibrations?
There are things which are going to accelerate vibrations, speed things up. We're talking about pressure, time pressure, compression, speed things up and break things apart. We're talking about compression and expansion, contraction and expansion, all about vibration, to the breaking point, bursting point, vibration. Existing to non-existent, like living to dying.
And what happens to humans' vibrations at the point of death? Do they cease, or do they change to a different vibratory rate?
What do you imagine? Well, you see the carcass there, so you know the carcass is not being carried forward.
Carcass is so to speak, a dead issue, but I would think the vibrations continue in some form.
Well, people pick up on the vibration, so there's no question about that. The spirit, on the spirit.
And so are vibrations spirit?
Are there spiritual vibrations? What do you think?
Well, of course there are, but are...
So what are you asking?
I guess I'm asking if all vibrations are spirit.
Well, we can say that to a certain degree. All energy is spirit, and it manifests as spirit. There's no spirit's absolutely separate from that. See, spirit works to vibration relative to material. Let's say forms to express something of itself to itself, for itself, by itself. Whether that is in the form of any kind of disaster, any changes, or whatever's going on there. So it's something. There is intelligence to what appears to be positive and negative, and creative and destructive. There's intelligence behind it. In other words, it's all lawful And I'm not saying it's good, it's beyond good and bad. Yeah.
And if we go through tragedy, what is the impact on our vibrations?
Well, you know what it is. You experience depression, sorrow, grief, tragedy, right? Pain and suffering, and pain and suffering of others. So it can even become collectively experienced. When you don't even experience yourself, you're experiencing the others' suffering. It's not self-suffering, it's other suffering.
And that's always an acceleration of vibration?
Not necessarily, it depends. What's accelerated, what's decelerated. Depends. If we're talking about higher vibrations, then that could be considered a certain kind of acceleration, higher frequencies, right? And so there's more intensity, more light. You can use physics to corroborate that to a certain degree. And then beyond light, to the clear light, that's really also part of it. There's no longer physics sense, but metaphysics, clear light, clear sound, pure sound.
Are sound and light vibrations part of the same spectrum?
Part of it. Lower sound vibrations, higher light vibrations, yeah. More physical vibrations are on the lower end of the spectrum. Yeah. So densest vibrations would go. Something like that. That's not the end all be all of vibrations. I just give you a certain example because vibrations are beyond what we're talking about right now. All kinds of rays and energies that are vibrations, but they're different kind of vibrations. So like intergalactic vibrations. Possibly some of which we couldn't handle one way or another. Not livable.
And so we exist within let's say, a spectrum of human vibrations. Is that accurate?
Yeah, Earth vibrations. Yeah, human Earth vibrations. Right, human Earth vibrations. Yeah. Peculiar to this position in the universe. This point in the universe. Peculiar to this. Our bodies might not hold up somewhere else in the same way. And we are designed to be here, but depending on what we create, we could be facilitated to be in some other place. But not guaranteed to survive in another place, but we can definitely extend to that. No guarantee to be able to survive, because moving from one set of laws is to move into another set of laws if you're moving into a different space and time zone. And you become subject to those laws. The physical body may not hold up to that. The equipment we may use in the future may not hold up to what that is at the time, when that happens.
So we are, let's say, a reflection of our environment then.
We are an extension of it. You're a product of it to a certain degree. Not in terms of mind, but mind is cultural.